Peaceful greetings, beautiful. What if what's rising inside of you right now isn't chaos, but truth? What if the intensity you've been feeling, the emotions you can't quite name, the old wounds resurfacing, the tension in your relationships, the things you thought were over are not setbacks, but sacred revelation? Welcome to the Lunar Lounge, where astrology meets alchemy, where we take what's written in the stars and bring it all the way down to earth, into our real lived experiences. I'm Bashea Imana, the alchemist, and I'm here with my beautiful co-host, our astrology guide, and the keeper of the cosmic map, Diana Vanessa.
Hi, Bashea. Hi, friends. I hope everyone is having a beautiful Scorpio full moon weekend.
And family, we are sitting with a powerful moon. The full moon in Scorpio peaking on May 1st at 1:23 p.m. Eastern, shining at 11 degrees Scorpio, a moon of revelation, emotional depth, release, and transformation. And what I love about this moon is the poetry of it. This is called the flower moon, a moon associated with blooming, beauty, abundance. Yet, astronomically, it is also a micro moon, appearing slightly smaller, a little farther away, more subtle in the sky. And isn't life like that sometimes? Things can look quiet on the surface, while something deep is happening underneath, something profound, something sacred, something transformative. Because y'all know Scorpio energy does not deal in surface. Scorpio asks, what are you hiding? What truth have you buried? What pain have you learned to live around instead of heal? What attachment, wound, fear, or false identity is ready to be put to rest so that something truer can live? And because the sun is grounded in Taurus, asking us to hold on to what feels safe, familiar, tangible, while the moon in Scorpio is asking us to release, surrender, and transform, we are standing in this interesting tension between comfort and change, security and surrender, holding on and letting go. And that tension can feel intense. You may feel more emotional than usual, more sensitive, more passionate, more intuitive. And for some of us, if we're honest, a little suspicious, protective, or even possessive. Scorpio illuminates what lives in the shadows, not to shame us, but to free us. And before we go any further, if you've been rocking with us here at the Lunar Lounge, make sure you like, subscribe, and drop us a comment. We truly want to hear from you. Tell us what truth is rising for you, or maybe what are you releasing? What is asking to transform in your life? Because, friends, this is a conversation. This is a circle, and you're part of it. All right, family, let's get into it.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge, where the night slows down for you. Celestial rhythms moving, every breath aligns the truth. Astrology meets alchemy. Stars whisper what to do. Come sit beneath the moonlight, let the magic carry you. Lighting with the stars, Lunar Lounge. Lighting with the stars, Lunar magic.
Lunar Lounge. All right, and welcome back to the Lunar Lounge. I want to remind you to go ahead and like and subscribe so that you can get more in tune with the moon. And now we're about to go a little deeper. And of course, I'm here with my co-host, the one who helps us understand exactly what's happening in the stars, Diana Vanessa. But before I pass it over, I want to ground us in what this full moon is really asking of us. Full moons are always times of illumination. But Scorpio full moons, they illuminate what we've avoided, what we've buried, what we've quietly been carrying, what has been living underneath the surface of our lives, unspoken, unresolved, and deeply felt. This moon says you can't heal what you won't face. And what's powerful is that there is so much Aries fire in the sky. Mars, Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, and Chiron all stirring courage, identity, and action. So we're being asked not only to feel deeply, but to be brave enough to confront what we find. This moon is deeply tied to release, shadow work, emotional honesty, intimacy, power dynamics, grief, sensuality, and rebirth. This is death and rebirth energy. Not literal death, but the death of patterns, attachments, identities, or stories that can no longer come with us. And Diana, one thing that really stands out to me is this tension between Taurus wanting stability and Scorpio demanding transformation. So I'd love for you to help us understand what emotional truths this moon brings to the surface, what we are being asked to release, even if we're deeply attached to it, and how do we move through Scorpio intensity without becoming overwhelmed by it? Because this moon feels deep. This moon feels sacred. This moon feels like alchemy. So Diana, talk to us.
I feel like the lead up to this full moon has been spicy. And what I mean by that is our relationships are very much still front and center. The moon for the last 2.5 days has been in Libra, which puts a lot of focus on our relationships. And on top of that, Mars, which rules Aries, has been hanging out in its own domicile in Aries, really encouraging us to move on our own, be independent, to initiate. It's separated from a conjunction to Saturn. So Mars is really like, let's go. I want to do my own thing. And so I said spicy because these last few days, I heard myself telling my family members that I felt that things were unfair and that I was pulling too much weight. And then I looked at the chart and I was like, the moon is opposing Mars. I can totally understand why things feel spicy right now. Like I have things I want to do, but I feel like I'm being hemmed up in some way by other obligations that other people should be picking up. Bashea, has something like that been coming up for you too over the last 2.5 days leading up to the full moon?
Absolutely, Diana. And I'm smiling because I know so many people listening are nodding their heads right now. For me, it has shown up exactly like that. Feeling pulled in multiple directions, feeling the weight of responsibility, feeling the tension between what I deeply want to pour into and what life is asking me to hold. And if I'm honest, there have been moments where I've thought, why does this feel like it's all sitting on me? Why am I carrying so much? Why does it feel like I'm holding more than my share? But what I love about astrology is that it helps us to pause and realize sometimes what feels intensely personal is also energetic. It helps us soften the story and ask, is this truly unfair? Or am I being shown where I need clearer boundaries, better support, or a new way of carrying what I carry? It's interesting. I was just talking to someone about that today. You see, that awareness alone is medicine. And I think many of us are sitting with that question right now. So I love that you named that, because it really helps people understand what they may be feeling. And what's powerful about what you just shared, Diana, is that it reminds us nothing is happening in isolation. These moments we're living through often belong to a bigger story, a deeper cycle, something that has been unfolding for some time. So help us understand, what larger cycle is this full moon connected to? And what might it be illuminating for us now?
This full moon is part of a larger lunar cycle that started on November 1st, 2024. So if you are good at tracking lunar cycles, or if you're just good at details and remembering things, think about whether anything that's coming up for you right now that's big and bright and shining a bright light in your Scorpio house. Think about if there's any connection to things that were starting to happen after November of 2024. So we've got the sun in Taurus, which is shining light on the Taurus expression. What do we possess? How much money do we have? Are we comfortable in the environments that we're oriented to right now? With the moon in Scorpio, we can tend to be a bit more internal, psychological, emotional. This moon feels like it's highlighting the tension between what we desire to feel stable and secure and abundant, and fears that keep us locked into the same cycles of attachment. I'll share with you one way that we can work with it. The first is to pay attention to the fear or the fears that have surfaced this week, especially these last couple of days and into tomorrow. Look at the house in your birth chart where you have Scorpio for confirmation about where the fear is cropping up. The second thing is to be honest about what it is we may need to release, unclench, or unwind right now. The third is to move our bodies to release any stuck energetic centers, especially in the areas that are associated with Scorpio, like our pelvic area, the lower abdomen, and the genitals.
What I hear you saying is this: the moon is asking us not to bypass what we feel, but to face it, move it, and transform it. I especially love that you brought the body into this, because so often we hold our pain, fear, and unspoken truth in the body, in our hips, for women in our womb space, in our lower back, in our belly. And many of us have been carrying old grief, fear, and tension there for years. So family movement, breath work, stretching, dancing, shaking, walking, these are not small things. This is the medicine. And I love where you're taking us next, toward what we can actually plant and grow. What else do we need?
Fourth is when you've comfortably felt that you've released any stuck energy center. Focus on what it is that you actually want to grow. Taurus is fertile territory to grow the things that we tend with care over time. So, for example, a typical frustration that you would hear in Taurus season is, I don't have enough of this, or I feel like I am not stable. I feel like I'm not comfortable in this situation. Once you've addressed that, once you've looked at it, assessed it, journaled about it, maybe talked yourself through what it is that's bringing up this fear and the tension, and then you've had an opportunity to release it, to unwind it, to relax it. Once you've comfortably done that, think about what it is that you could grow to stabilize yourself and put yourself in a position by fall where when it's time to harvest, you'll feel a little bit more comfortable about what you put in place. I think this is really important, especially when it comes to our resources right now, because as it currently stands, grocery bills are getting more expensive. gas is getting more expensive. So it's easy to feel, at least from a material standpoint, that we don't have enough or that we need to make more to have what we are used to having. What I'm suggesting here is that a way to really deal with the feeling like that is to think about the ways that we can grow more of the resource that you are trying to create. And this is the time where we can focus on planting a new system. Maybe it's a new healthcare regimen that you want to put in place. It's, maybe it's creating a new business offer that you are going to nurture and offer to clients and make that the new sustainable offer in your suite of offerings. Taurus is an earth sign, so you want to plant it. It's going to take time. You have to treat it like you would any plant. You want to put your seed in the ground. You want to sow your new intention. The new moon that's coming up in 2 weeks will be a good time to sow that intention. Put that intention in the ground, and then you're going to water it. You're going to give it sunlight, and you're going to tend to it, and you're going to watch the thing grow over the next several months. The ruler of the moon is Mars. As I mentioned before, Mars is in its own territory, so our momentum and our ability to act on impulse, these feelings about stability and detaching from our fears around creating stability, it's strong right now. So Mars gives us a lot of motivation wherever we have Aries to move on whatever it is that's creating the frustration. During the weekend after the full moon, Mars is applying tension to Jupiter in Cancer. This feels like a lot of big actions that can trigger big emotions. Just watch out for impulsive actions that could otherwise be released more constructively. The ruler of the Taurus sun is Venus. Venus has been hanging out recently in Gemini with Uranus. One of the ways to work with Venus is expressing our desires through communication, sharing what we were doing with our friends and with our colleagues, sharing, teaching. Those are good conduits. Getting around in your neighborhood. Yeah, just reading and doing new things, learning in a different way, playing with friends or siblings, even playing trivia as a nice way, especially since it's Venus Day when I'm recording this. It's a wonderful way to just have a good time and work with the influence of Venus in Gemini while we're trying to nurture that sense of security and stability in Taurus. One of the things I've been doing with Venus in Gemini is I've noticed I've been sharing a lot more music with the people in my life. So as I mentioned, we have a new moon in Taurus coming up in 2 weeks. If we've been successful at really helping to move through the fears that this Scorpio full moon is bringing up, I think we'll be well positioned to see something beautiful for the upcoming Taurus new moon.
I love that because sometimes healing sounds so serious, but Venus reminds us that joy is medicine too. Connection is medicine. Conversation is medicine. Like you said, music is medicine. Laughter is medicine. Sometimes what stabilizes us isn't doing more. It's allowing ourselves to soften, connect, and enjoy life again. That's beautiful. And for those of you in the DC, Maryland, or Virginia, or what we like to call the DMV, we have a great new moon circle happening on Sunday, May 17th in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. We've been adding some nurturing and aligned activities to the circle. Last month, we made sacred baths, and this month, I don't want to give away the activity, but it does have to do with planting seeds. And that's all I'm going to say about it. For more information, please click the link in the description. And while you're at it, if you haven't clicked that like and subscribe button, go ahead and do that right now so that we can continue this important, divinely aligned work. Again, thank you so much for being here. Diana, this was so rich. You gave us practical wisdom, spiritual insight, and real grounding for how to work this moon. Not just admire it, but actually partner with it. And family, if what Diana shared resonated with you, I truly encourage you to go deeper into her work.
It's been lovely, Bashea. Friends, as you're listening, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link to my YouTube channel is in the show notes. And also book a reading with me at dianavanessa.com to look at how we can work with this Taurus season and the Scorpio full moon for you. See you in 2 weeks for the new moon in Taurus on May 16th. Take care.
Beautiful. Thank you, Diana, for always helping us understand what is happening in the sky and how to walk it out here on Earth. And family, my invitation to you under this full flower moon in Scorpio is simple. Be honest about what is surfacing. Release what is heavy. Move what is stuck. And then tend carefully, lovingly, intentionally to the life you want to grow. Because transformation is not just about letting go. It is about what you choose to nurture next. And if you'd like to go deeper with me, step into the Umoya well through our monthly moon circles, sacred gatherings, and workbook offerings designed to help you live in rhythm with these powerful cycles. Until next time, keep listening deeply, keep healing gently, keep becoming fully. Peace and blessings.